Good afternoon. Today class is CFT, crystal field theory. What explain crystal field theory? Crystal field theory is explained only d orbital splitting, dx by dy z dzx, dx square y square dz square. Only 5 orbitals. Only d orbital splitting is only explained CFT crystal field theory. Remaining SP, F, they are not explained. Only d orbital splitting only consider in CFT. CFT is failed for explaining SP orbitals. SP orbital. S orbital, P orbital is are not explained. Only more focus on d orbital. Central ion, the cation to which one or more neutral molecules or anions are attached is called central ion. What is central ion? The cation means positive to which one or more neutral molecules or anions are attached. Neutral ions and any anions are attached called central ion. What about ligand? Any atom? Chapam.
Screen కనిపించలేదు సార్.
Screen is not getting. కనిపిస్తుందా?
ఇప్పుడు కూడా రాలేదు సార్. ఇప్పుడు కనపడుతుంది సార్.
Yes.
వస్తుంది సార్.
Central ion means it is ions. The cation attached neutral molecule or anion or attached is called central ion. What about ligand? Any atom or ion or molecule which capable of donating a pair of electrons to the central metal atom are called ligands. They are particularly atom which donates pair of electron is called donor atom. Example, donor atom, nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur and halogen. Okay, donor atoms are nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur. The particular atom. What is the particular atom is what? Donate pair of electron. The metal ion each bond with donors which are ready to give the electrons to the metal cation, that is called a donor. That pair of electrons is donated, that is called donor atoms. Donor atoms, nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur and halogen, right? These are the ligands. Okay. Unidentity ligands, the ligands containing one donor atom is called undidentate ligands. S F minus, Cl minus, Br minus, I minus, Cl minus. Bidentate ligands, these ligands which contains two donors atoms are called bidentate ligands. Ethylene diamine. Okay, single or double as a coordination number. The total number of ligands attached to the central atom is called coordination number. Yes, what is the coordination number? Total number of ligands attached to the central atom is called as coordination number. Okay, we should calculate the coordinate number. Silent features of crystal field theory. What is the crystal field theory? The transition metal ions is surrounded by the ligands with lone pair of electrons, and the complex is combination of central ions surrounded by other ions or molecule or dipole, that is called ligands. All type of ligands are regarded as point charges. What is the first point? Okay, the metal ion is surrounded by ligands. Actual point is what? The metal and ligands is from the bond. Yes, that bond that is called a metal complex compound. Okay, the ligands is ready to give the electrons to the S complex is combination of central ion surrounded by other ions or molecules or dipoles, that is called a ligand. Very simple what I am said now. Yes, that is metal is bonded with ligand. The ligands are lone pair of electrons. Lone pair of electrons is sharing with bond. Here is bond between the metal and the ligand. The metal is a cation. This ligand is a anion. Now bond formation between metal and ligand. This is called S complex compound. This is called complex compound, right? Complex compound, right? Okay. All type of ligands are regarded the point charges. Prati daniki etla untundante it's have point charge. It's have point charge, right? It's have point charge, right? That is the point. Very important point. CFT is mainly crystal field splitting of d orbital. How to splitting here? The splitting is very simple splitting d orbital. Some orbitals are yes lower energy state, some orbitals are higher energy state. Higher energy state. Two sets of orbitals are there. One is the dxy, dyz, dzx, dz square, and dx square y square, dx square y square. Right? This is called a dxy, dyz, dzx, dz square, and dx square y square. This is called. There are divided into two sets based on their orientation spaces. What is the two sets? What is that? Dx y dzx dxy dyz yz also. Okay, this is the one set, and these two, these three are the one set, right? These three are the, this one and this one is the one set. This is called easy set. This is called T2z, T2g. This is set is T2g. This is the T2g. Okay, this is the T2g. These are divided into two sets are there, right? And another one is, okay, what is the two sets? What is the easy? Yeah, the 3D orbitals dxy, dyz, and dzx, which orient in the regions between the coordination axis, right? There are non-axial orbitals. That is the non-axial orbitals. T2g are the three-folded degenerated. T2g are the three-folded degenerated orbital. Doubly degenerated orbitals, right? Triply degenerated orbitals. These are the dxy, dyz, dzx, right? Dzx, dyz. These three are the main orbital that is called T2g orbitals. That is the T2g orbital. What about Eg orbital? Dz square, dx square, y square, which orient along the axis 3. This is the doubly generated orbital. T2 Eg orbital is called yes, two-fold degenerated orbital. Here is triply, three-fold degenerated orbital. T2g means three-fold degenerated orbitals. Okay, here doubly two-fold degenerated and also known as axial orbitals. Dz square, dx square, y square. Yes, these both are the yes main important things. Okay, these two sets of d orbitals are there. One is the, this is the one set, this is the one set. This set is known as a T2g orbital, another set is known as a Eg orbital. This is a triply degenerated orbital. This is the doubly degeneracy orbital. This is the very simple orbitals are there, right? Okay, this is the Eg, this is the T2g. Okay, yeah, what happened in the formation of the bond, formation of the complex compound? How to formation of orbitals? How to form the splitting of orbital? How to splitting of orbital, right? How to splitting of orbital? How to splitting of orbitals, right? All the ligands approach to the energy of each orbital will increase by the same amount. In other words, they will be remains degenerate. Since d orbital differ in their orientation, those orbitals lying in the direction of the ligands is raised to the larger extent than others. The 5 degeneracy d orbital will split into two sets having different energies, right? What is that? How to splitting electrons, the octahedral arrangements of 6 ligands. Okay, octahedral, how to splitting of electron. Octahedral is what? Like this. This is the octahedral. This is the metal, right? The metal is what? Ligands are approaches like this. This is one axis. This is one axis. This is one axis. This is the ligand. This is 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 ligand. What happened? The ligands are negative charge. The ligands are negative charges, right? The ligands are negative charges. Once in octahedral, what happened? The ligands approach to the metal. What happened? The here is the d orbital are there. Here is the metal is d orbital is there. dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square, y square, dz square. These are the s5 d orbital, degeneracy orbital, 5 degeneracy orbital. What happened here? Very simple reaction is there. What happened? Approach the ligands. What happened? Some areas, some orbitals are going higher energy state. Some orbitals are reach lower energy state in octahedral. Like this. This is the like this 5d orbital. 3 orbitals are downwards, and these are the lower energy state. These are the higher energy state. Right. This is the very simple splitting of electrons. Yes, this is the very simple ligands. Why like this? That is the question mark. Okay, here is the non-axial orbitals. What about non-axial orbitals? Non-axial orbital is like this, like this. Non-axial orbital is like this. This is called dxy, dxy, dzx, tzx, dzx, tyz, yz. These are non-axial, means no, these orbitals are not on the axis. That's why it is called non-axial orbitals. In between the axis, non-axial orbitals. Non-axial orbitals. Right? Non-axial orbitals. Okay, non-axial orbitals. Non-axial orbitals means these orbitals are not axis. That's why it is a non-axial orbitals. The another point is what? Axial orbitals. Axial orbitals means what? The orbitals are yes on the axis. On the axis. That is called axial orbitals. Right? This is the axial orbital. Right. Hello. ఏంటమ్మా ఉండు ఎన్ని గంటలకు వచ్చావు నువ్వు ఎన్ని గంటలకు వచ్చావు మరి వస్తారా మరి ఆల్రెడీ యాడ్ చేశాను కదా యాడెడ్ అంతసేపు వెయిట్ చేయలేం రైట్ ఓకే యాడ్ చేశాను రైట్ నౌ స్ప్లిట్టింగ్ ఆఫ్ d orbitals in octahedral complexes. Right, this is the diagram. This is the energy level, right? This is the energy level. Here d orbitals are there. D orbitals in free ions, dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square, y square, and dz square. These are the 5 d orbitals are there. 5 d orbitals are there. Yes, now ligands approaches this, they are get higher energy states. Yes, okay, T2G orbital here lower state and EG orbitals are higher state. T2G are a non-axial. That's why here is octahedral is the ligands approach the along the axis. That's why this EG orbital, T2G orbitals are a non-axial orbital. That's why it is stable. dxy, dyz, dzx are stable. Dx square, y square, dz square is on yes here. What happened? Less stable, more energy. That's why it gets higher energy state. That is called EG. Okay, here is the values delta naught, delta O means octahedral, delta O means octahedral, 3 by 5 at minus 2 by 5 delta naught, right? Splitting of d orbitals in octahedral crystal field, right? Crystal field splitting in octahedral field, right? What is the, okay, what is EG? EG means the high energy set of orbitals, dz square, dx square, y square. This is called a octahedral structure. T2G is a lower energy set of orbital, dxy, dyz, and dxz. Delta naught or 10 dq. The energy separation between two levels. Energy separation energy. Energy separate delta dq or delta naught. Okay, the EG orbitals are refilled by amount of 0.6 delta naught, and the T2G orbitals to be stabilized to the extent of 0. Delta naught. This is called, yes, crystal field theory. Crystal field means three orbitals. This is the triply degenerated orbital is a low higher energy, less stable. Here is the EG orbital is a higher energy, less stable. This is called, yes, octahedral field. What about tetrahedral field? Tetrahedral means what? Opposite of octahedral. Right? Here is what? Here is the ligands approached along the axis. Along the axis, in between the axis. That's why in between the axis. Suppose this is the tetrahedral diagram, tetrahedral structure. What happened? Yes, here is the metal. The ligands approaches in between the axis. In between the axis, x, y, like that. In between the axis. This is ligand. This is ligand. This is ligand. This is ligand. Yes, four ligands are approached to the this one. What happened? What happened? The along the axis. Along the axis, kabatti dx square, y square, dz square is the axial orbital. That's why it is settled in lower energy, more stable. Here is what happened. Here along in between axis, that's where the dxy, dyz, dzx are getting higher energy orbital. This is called T2G orbital. T2 triply degenerate orbitals. EG means what? Doubly degenerate orbital. That value, that separation is what? Opposite. Same. 2 by 5 minus is plus 2 by 5 delta T. T indicates tetrahedral complexes. 3 by 5 delta T. This is called, T is the tetrahedral. That is the splitting of d orbitals in a tetrahedral crystal field. Right? This is the things. This is the opposite of the octahedral structure. Opposite of octahedral structure. This in the octahedral, what is the structure? Yes, in octahedral is what? Dxy, dyz, dzx are downstage. Downstage means lower energy. Dx square, y square, dz square is the higher energy. This is the important. Yes, right. But this is the octahedral structure. Okay, two structures are very important in crystal field theory. Yes, crystal field theories, two structures are very important. Is there, right? Higher energy, lower energy, higher energy, right?